Hey everybody, welcome to Mass Media Galaxy. I'm Brandon.
I'm Eric.
And we just saw Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Grandma, I'd meet Alice. She's super smart.
Tatiana, she's a school teacher.
The key to teaching children is repetition. You'd be surprised how stupid they are.
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, directed by Szymanski, starring Anna Kendrick, Zac Efron, DeVine, Stephen Dorff, Aubrey Plaza, correct?
Got it.
That's it. Other people I don't know. What did you think of the movie?
Oh, well, I actually like this movie a lot. These kind of comedies, a lot of the times when you go into the summer, you know, they're like Neighbors 2, which I didn't like as much as this movie. You expect a couple laughs here and there, and you don't really expect a good storyline or something. I guess that movie had Zac Efron in it too. But this movie surprised me. It was actually a lot sweeter, had a lot more heart than I thought it would. And I like all the actors involved, and I think you did a good job of listing them in the order in which they performed as well.
Yeah.
So, what were your initial impressions of the film?
I don't care for it that much. I kind of had on the same level as Neighbors 2. I laughed a few times, but I think it actually comes more from the performance from the actors and just their delivery, and the fact that I like all these performers. I think they're all very funny. But yeah, as far as story, it's all paint by numbers, predictable. You thought it had heart. I didn't think it had heart. You just saw everything coming from beginning, middle to end. And is it terrible? No, it's just not for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, movies like this aren't, I don't know if they'd say they're necessarily for me specifically anymore. You know, as you're getting older and older, you don't prefer this kind of teenagey stuff. But this was a rated R movie too, so they actually carded me going into a theater for the first time in a decade to get into this movie. So they must know, based on what they've seen, that a lot of people under 17 are going to try to get into this movie.
Yeah.
And this movie also, I don't think really needed to be rated R. But a few extra F-bombs in there, and you're definitely going to end up with that anyway. I don't think the humor was as crude as maybe the trailers make it out to be too.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean by the story had some heart to it, where, a lot of the times I think it's very contrived the way they wrap these movies up. Like, I think Neighbors was pretty good, but the way they wrapped up Neighbors 2 was like, ugh, you gotta be kidding. It just felt like it was shoehorned in, where I think all the characters, I know I'm talking about a comedy right now, and I'm about to talk about how well the characters arced from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. Like I said, for a comedy, I think it was really well written. It moves along well. It's not a super long movie. It's not 2 hours and 10 minutes trying to cram extra jokes in there. I like the way it was cut and shot as well. So it looked good. It was very funny. It entertained me. It didn't have like long, boring parts where Neighbors had, a good 10 or 15 minutes in there. I was like, all right, well, next joke. We'll get there. Yeah, we're going to get to it. And so this movie doles out the humor and the story, I think, in a really good way that keeps you interested throughout the whole movie. So I know I'm talking about some goofy summer comedy, but I enjoyed it for a movie, not just for all the laughs as well. So,
Yeah. Well, I agree. Like, it was well written and it was well paced. Like, they did have a good 3-act structure, and that worked well. Mm-hmm. But I just got the impression that they said this team basically got together and said, "Hey, we want a vacation to Hawaii." So they put together the script. It's very half-assed and standard, paint by numbers, predictable, and just throw out a bunch of gag humor. It's no sort of jokes that just are to the lowest common denominator. There's no cleverness to them. It just throw random stuff at the screen and do a bunch of improv, and we'll pick out the funniest bits. And that's sort of the vibe I get from this movie.
I think that's just how comedies are made nowadays.
Yeah,
there's really no script for the comedy. It's just they need wedding dates, they go to Hawaii, jokes ensue. But you did accuse the movie of having what I like to call Adam Sandler syndrome, of why don't we have a movie where we're just in the middle of like a great forest? Let's make a movie about a comedy in Costa Rica. I think this movie had more intention than that when they were writing it.
Let's do that, yeah.
And then just, like you're right about the individual performances. Zac Efron is getting funnier every comedy he does. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like he's learning the craft of acting and being funny. Adam DeVine is always funny. I like Workaholics. Mm-hmm. I've always liked that show. Aubrey Plaza, also hysterical, very funny in all the stuff she's done. Parks and Rec is hysterical. And then you come to Anna Kendrick. The
Gold.
Gold. I think she was awesome in this movie, and that was my worry going in, was are they going to waste the immensely talented person. Because no offense to the other 3 actors I just mentioned, but Anna Kendrick is here, and all those other 3 guys are here currently. So, and I don't think they did. I think they did a very good job with her. She's almost one of the main characters. She kind of stands out above everybody else. But if you want to go see a movie where you get to see the 2 hottest actors in Hollywood, Anna Kendrick and Zac Efron, you'll have a little chub the whole time. I thoroughly enjoyed watching those 2 run around. Can't deny, man, Zac Efron is hot. I wish I looked like that. I don't know about you, but
No.
so.
But yeah, with Anna Kendrick, I just would like to see her do more dramatic work because a lot of people know for her comedy, and rightfully so. She's great at it, but she's a very talented actress. Like the first time I was exposed to her was in Up in the Air. When she saw that,
Oh yeah.
where she was great in that. And I just like to see her do a little bit more. Like there was comedy in that movie, but it was more of a drama piece.
It's a dramedy, yeah.
I would like to see more of that from her, and we'll definitely see that coming up in The Accountant, which I'm really looking forward to. But when I see her do this, I'm just like, why can't you do something else, you know? But yeah, this, like you said, this movie does capitalize off of Anna Kendrick, but it completely wastes the talented Stephen Dorff, who I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's thrown in this movie. Isn't really given anything to do. He just says the same 3 lines every scene he's in. Just his sons are idiots. You're assholes. You screwed up. That's it.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but I mean, you watch that guy growing up in a lot of 80s comedies and stuff. It's nice to see him just, like you recognize him as that dad figure you've known since every 80s movie you've ever seen too. So I do like that about it. But yeah, so I guess that's it. That's Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I definitely would recommend seeing this movie if you can see it in the theaters. It's a good knockback summer, have some popcorn, go see a movie at 9:45 and laugh. I mean, the theater was laughing the whole time. There were really no dead spots. So, people even clapped at some of the more clever jokes, which there are 1 or 2 really clever jokes, and then everything else is that low brow.
The whisper one got me. That was good.
There's a great whispering gag in there as well. So, but I definitely recommend seeing the movie. And then if you don't catch it at the theater, definitely pick it up on Blu-ray. It's a rental 100% of the way. So, what do you think?
I wouldn't recommend it, but if you saw the trailers and you thought that was funny, you thought you would like it, you'll probably like it. You'll probably get what you're looking for. If you're a fan of like the Neighbors movies, even Neighbors 2, then I think you'll like this one as well. It's just, like I said before, it's just not for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching Mass Media Galaxy. Once again, I am Brandon.
I am Eric.
Remember to follow us on Twitter. Hit us up. Comment on this. Thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel and join in on the fun, everybody. Thank you for watching.
See ya.